Hi everyone, this is Reverend Prophetess Lady of Wisdom, also known as the Prophet of the Christ with Christian Gifted Psychics. Today's date is August the 20th, 2022, and it is 6:48 p.m. That is Eastern Standard Time. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a video. This is more of a lock chat video, so I wanted to discuss a few things because some people were actually asking me this question, actually on my Facebook page, which I was really glad to review those questions, and I wanted to record a video just to answer some of those questions as well. So I want to talk about some of the things that I actually love about my locks. Let's start this video off. So some of the things that I love about my locks, as you may know, I am someone who wears like wigs like all the time. So me having my hair out is kind of shocking to me. I never really just rock my natural hair. So I always wear wigs. So the good thing about that is these locks, they fit very easily under wigs, under turbans, and I'm not a person that wear hats, but I can imagine they would fit really easily under turbans as well. I mean, not turbans, hats, or bandanas and things like that, because, well, for my particular size locks, my locks are, I don't know if you can see, are not that big. Well, to me, they're kind of small, like maybe like, I don't know if you would consider these more like micro locks. I already know they're braid locks, but I don't know if you want to call them micro locks or whatever it is you want to call them. But they are pretty much of a small size, which is something that I wanted. I didn't want them, large or anything like that. Now, the second thing that I really love about my locks is that it's easy maintenance. So although I wear wigs all the time anyway, but it's great and easy to be able to wake up and my natural hair looks like this, where I don't have to, oh crap, let me go grab my wig if someone's at my door. Oh crap, let me go get my wig. My natural hair is a mess under here. So my hair looks like this, and I feel way more comfortable with rocking my natural hair now than I would when I just was wearing, like, let's just say like dookie cornrows, or like when I was just wearing like my single plaits under my wigs, and my single plaits might have been woofing or just busted and I need to redo them over. And I was like, if I woke up and someone was at my door delivering a package and let me go get my wig, so it was, one of those sort of things. So I definitely feel that these locks make me feel a lot comfortable. I can go to my door looking like this. Also, and then easy maintenance, where you don't have to wake up and put all this product in your hair. You have to do this wash and go, that wash and go, this, that, do all this type of stuff just to look good. These, you just wake up, you're like, okay, you put, of course, a little oil or go through your moisture routine or whatever, but it is a lot easier, I feel, than if you were just rocking like your regular natural hair, a loose natural. So and also these locks, they're easy to style. So I don't really do hairstyles, but however, if you want to do ponytails like that, although these are really shrunken up, but you can do a ponytail. You could push all back and and do a ponytail, or you can do updos, all types of different hairstyles. It's a flexible hairstyle where you can style your hair as the same as you would if it was loose, even though you would want to be cautious because you don't want to do too much and be doing tight styles and causing your locks to thin, but these are flexible and they are versatile, where you are able to change the style, meaning you can do a ponytail or bun or all types of stuff like that. And also when it comes to washing and deep conditioning and conditioning your hair, it is easy to do, versus I know when I have my loose natural hair out and I attempt to wash my hair, I had to do my hair in sections just to avoid like it's tangling and all this crap I had to do when my hair was loose. But with these, you could just simply just wash your hair like this. I mean, you do have the option of banding and doing all that. I only banded my hair maybe once. I never banded it again. I just kind of left it like this and just wash it. And also, even as far as like conditioning and deep condition, I leave it like this. And just wash my hair, and it literally takes me like a couple of minutes to to wash my hair, like shampooing and condition, all that. It takes me really no time. Now, I'm gonna go into some things that I really do not like, not necessarily about my locks, but just maybe like about locks in general. So they may look frizzy and they can appear like your hair might be untamed, like your hair might just be wild or something, depending on the type of look that you like to go for. Also, they may shrink up. Depending on how long you've been locked, if you've been locked for years, then maybe you may not go through this. But if you're someone who's newly locked, your hair may shrink up. Like for instance, like how my hair is, shrunken up right now, just because I am 6 months locked as of, today. As you may know, you guys probably watched the other video I recorded. And also some people who may see your hair like this, they may be confused. They may not know what you're wearing in your hair. They might just be looking at you like, "Dad, girl, how long you left those braids in your hair? Like, darn, girl, how long you left those twists in your hair?" Things like that. So they may be confused. Depending on the type of people that you be around, depending on the type of people that you encounter, they may not know what this is. Because I do know, one of my old coworkers who I used to work with some years back, she saw my hair like this, because even though I had a turban on that day, she saw me because I was just running out and I happened to ran into her, and she was confused. She said, what is that in your hair? Did you just leave like braids? And I'm like, oh. So I went through explaining that I'm locking my hair from braids. So she didn't know what it was. So like I said, it might be one of those things like where someone may not know what you're doing with your hair, why you left those braids in that long. Did you just not do your hair? Were you just struggling, having like money problems or depressed, or so they may not understand. So that might be something that might be considered something you don't like, which it made me a little uncomfortable when she asked me that, because I was kind of like a little off guard when she asked me that. And also, like I said, they might think you neglect your hair. So, and also depending on like where you work or what type of job it is that you do, like if you're a famous actor or if you're, you work in a law firm, just for example, you may not feel comfortable with, rocking your locks like this. You may, it may appear that your hair is untamed, like if you have to go to court or you have to do something, and it might, like I said, it might depend on how you feel about your hair, but it can give an appearance to different people that you may work with, depending on, like I said, the type of job, the type of environment that you're in. It can appear to be that your hair may be untamed, and it could be any of those situations. Now, also what I want to also talk about is when it comes to making a decision to lock your hair. So what I also going to do, I'm going to put my inspiration, what really made me want to lock my hair, is also going to be included in this video. I had a set of faux locks that I installed on myself. I like to say I think this was like in 2020 during the pandemic. Like I was like, oh, this is just so cute, because I really always wanted to lock my hair, but I just wasn't sure how it was going to look on me, and I was a little but now I was just like, yo, that's what's up. I really need to do this once I put that faux locks, which I will put like a picture just to show you what I did on my hair, and I also will put some other pictures of my lock journey as well, of course, in this video. So getting back to what I was saying was, when it comes to locking your hair, now, first and foremost, it could be a big step, and it's something that you want to make sure you do enough research. You want to definitely know what you're getting yourself into. You want to know what kind of locks you want. You want to know like at least the size, the parting, like diamond parts, grids, or if you really don't care about the parts, you want to make sure you know that in advance, or even knowing the density of your hair, like knowing if your hair is thick or knowing if your hair is thin, knowing, like for instance, like my hair is kind of fine, but it even was finer and kind of thin a lot of areas when I first started these locks because I had damage. So you want to think about things like that. Like when you go to the loctician, if you want to get a consultation, make sure, although you can have your inspiration, but also make sure you understand that your hair may not look like how that inspiration person or whatever that picture is that you were looking at, because that person can have either thicker hair than you, they can have longer hair than you, it can just be a variety of things. So you want to just make sure that you understand that. And then also, even as far as knowing what type of locks you want, do you want sister locks, you want braid locks, micro braid locks, you want your locks started from twists, do you want comb coils, are you trying to start your locks free form, meaning you just letting it just organically form by itself? You want to make sure you do understand that, because sometimes that can cost you a lot of problems at the end. Because just for example, I originally was looking into sister locks. However, thankfully I didn't get it because it would have been way more maintenance than what I do now. And sister locks, some of those, I see people that have sister locks that have maybe hundreds of locks in their hair. So you might want to understand that, like knowing what's entailed in the maintenance, or knowing if you'll be able to maintain it. Because if you're going to go to a loctician so that they can maintain it, it can cost you a lot of money. Or even if you're going to maintain it yourself, or if you're just going to go to like your next door neighbor or your cousin, just for example. And also you want to make sure when it comes to your loctician that they specialize even in the locks that you're asking for. Because like if you go to you asking for sister locks and you go to a loctician, they do not specialize in that. They only specialize in braid locks, they only specialize in micro braid locks, or twist, or comb coils, or specialize in showing you how to freeform the locks on your hair, or starting freeform locks on your hair. They may not specialize in sister locks. So you definitely want to make sure you want to definitely understand the pricing if this is something that you can afford. You also just want to kind of know what you're getting yourself into, because this is not one of those hairstyles, like let's just say for example you put a set of crochet locks in your hair, you hate it, you can just take it right back out. But when it comes to this, unfortunately girl, this is not something that you want to just take right back out, because especially if you went to a loctician and you spent $1,000 trying to get sister locks installed and you end up hating them. So that's something that you want to get yourself familiar with. You want to do research. You want to research the loctician that you're going to, like I said, to understand what their work is. You want to see pictures of their work. You want to make sure they're specializing what you're asking for. And like I said, knowing your hair, knowing yourself, knowing like how much time and energy are you willing to put into your hair. Because although this is a low maintenance style, but it does take maintenance, because for example, if you let your hair grow out and you do not maintain it, it can cause breakage, like meaning your locks can thin, they can get damaged to the point where you might end up having to cut them, you might end up having to combine locks, like it could turn into a whole terrible issue and a whole terrible disaster style. I also seen videos where people were cutting their locks out because they end up not liking it. As soon as they put them in, they probably was locked maybe like a year, and they just cut their hair off, or combed out locks and destroyed their hair, as a result of, because they didn't really know or understand the type of style that they were getting into. So this is definitely something that you want to do a lot of research, make sure that you're ready for this, and definitely make sure that you're able to commit to this, and make sure that you can afford it, or that you even have the time to do this particular style. Because like I said, it is a maintenance that's involved. You do want to take care of your hair even though you are locked, because it's just like, even if your hair is loose, you want to take care of your loose hair, but when your hair is locked, you definitely want to take care of it. You don't want to keep bleaching your hair and doing all these several different styles and things like that, because it can cause damage. So I just wanted to record this video, although I apologize if it's long, but I just want to give you guys some information on what I learned during this lock journey. So I would like to thank you guys for watching. I will also include some pictures, and everyone have a blessed, safe rest of your weekend. Take care.